All new at noon, it's time for poodle skirts and greased back hair. Yep, it's 50s night at Dow Diamond. Tonight, the Loons take on the Clinton Lumber Kings. And what better way to celebrate than with 50s TV icon Jerry Mathers, of course, best known for playing the Beaver on Leave It to Beaver. Jerry, welcome to Mid-Michigan.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
So tell us, what are you going to be doing tonight?
Well, I'm going to throw out the first pitch, and then I'm going to sign some autographs and meet a lot of nice people and have a great time watching a great team play.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So, you've been involved in a lot of projects, obviously, since Leave It to Beaver. I was looking, you've done catering, you've done real estate. What project are you most proud of?
Well, probably the very last one that I just did. I just got off Broadway. I was doing Hairspray on Broadway, and I never thought in my whole life that I would be doing a musical and dancing on Broadway. You know, acting in movies and TV is something, but there's very, very few actors that have ever played on Broadway. And so it was one of my life streams, and I actually did it quite recently.
Wow, can you give us a quick sample?
No way.
Put on the spot here. Now, going back, of course, to Leave It to Beaver, because of course a lot of people remember that show. Is there a particular episode that really stands out in your mind, a favorite episode of yours?
Absolutely, but you'll never guess it. It's one where Wally is a lifeguard, and he actually goes to Friends Lake, and they say, okay, you can be a lifeguard. He takes all the tests, and Beaver brings up all his friends. June and Ward even bring up the Rutherfords to see Wally's a lifeguard. And when he gets there, he finds out that you have to be 18 to be a lifeguard, and he becomes a hot dog vendor, and it's very embarrassing for the Beaver and all the Cleavers. But you'll say, why was that your favorite show? Have you ever been to Universal, to Jaws Lake now?
Yeah.
Well, that used to be Friends Lake when Leave It to Beaver was there, and for mosquito abatement, they put bluegills in that lake. And at lunchtime, Tony Dow and myself were allowed to fish that lake. We were the only people. And that particular show, I caught more fish than Tony Dow and the biggest bluegill that's ever been pulled out of that lake. So whenever I see it, it always reminds me of that. And for that reason, it's my favorite show.
You caught the big fish.
The big fish.
How weird is it for you when you're flipping through the TV stations and you maybe come on to TV Land and you see an old episode of yourself? What does that feel like?
You know, it's great. Most people, especially my age, have to go and maybe get an 8mm. Now, younger people get, you know, a VHS, but I can just go to the TV and almost always find myself on TV as a kid. And, you know, all the people on Leave It to Beaver are very, very good friends of mine. What a lot of people don't understand, you just see the show. We had about 200 people in the crew and the writers and everybody. So I'll think about all the things that happened, because each individual episode is pretty much a week of my life.
Well, Jerry Mathers, thank you so much for taking time to stop by and
pleasure.
visit us today. And again, he will be out at the Loons game tonight at 7 o'clock, and he'll be signing autographs and saying hi to a lot of folks.